So this is an odd look. I'm covering up something that is personal information and kind of wish it was elsewhere on the receipt, but this is another AC adapter that I purchased. Here's my receipt. And yeah, I only spent $20. Now I spent $20 on the other one, so really I've basically paid the same price as one, but I've got two. Now the first one that I pulled apart, that I sort of clustered up using that hacksaw, which, what I keep trying to call it, a jigsaw. I'm using it to charge my Switch now. I'm thinking I might use this one for work in the event that I might need it while I'm there, because a couple of times it has sort of died on me and I've been... So this isn't just going to be thrown in the corner. Now my original one was put away, so it's, well, I know where it is. It's safe. In the event that one of these two go missing or breaks, well, I can just pull it out and plug it straight in. Off I go. So I just pull this away, stuff it in the bag. Now, I don't know if you've been watching any of my other videos, but I also did a pull apart of this thing. And all I can say is I went completely nuts trying to find it. Turns out it was under the stairs, which I didn't think it's where I put it. It's not where I usually put my Switch stuff, but I have owned this since before I've owned a Nintendo Switch, so yay. Anyway, now I've got this disassembly tool here, which it's gotten a little beat up, and ooh, the glue is starting to come away. Now I bought these a lot, maybe 2 or 3 weeks after, and look, they're just completely falling apart. So yeah, I don't know, maybe some 3M opening glue and, sorry, some 3M spray on adhesive, and I should be able to fix that, but that's just me being, ooh, brandy. So, let's take these both out and get them ready. So this is like a re-unboxing or something video. So this one comes with 2 bits of information, and they're also 2 different companies, so it's not listed as Power A. Car charger. Don't see anything that tells me how long it will take, but from what I understand, people have complained about how long it takes, so it's like, yeah. The light's really not good today for this. Okay, so this one is a little bit more stiff than I recall, this cable. But it's still USB-C. Wow, I tore that one apart, didn't I? Oh well. So this one. Seems to be packed the same. Alright, so there's no extra documentation with this, it's just the alright, we got that out. Let's get it back away. So definitely 2 different companies made these. And this is only 5 volts out, while this one also does 15 volts. This is only 3 amp. Oh no, this one's got a bit more kick to it. Okay. So now the trick is to get this in under there so I can pop it open. Wow, that is tight. Yeah, I thought having experience might make this easier, but I don't think it is. So I know it's held in 3 clips here, here, and here on both sides, one at the back, and I'm not sure how it was down here, but you've got to be able to open these. They definitely don't make this easy, do they? Yeah. See if I can pop this one open again. Some practice. Oops, I forgot how that shot out like a bullet. Alright, so can't tell what brand of capacitor that is. It's got a TAP something. Here we go. OK CAP. OK Cap. Not familiar with that brand. Actually not really familiar with any capacitor brands. So we got that apart, which is probably pointless right now. Damn it. Oh boy, I just punctured all the way through that. Shouldn't have done that. Wow. Oh boy, that is thick. Okay, so not so easy to open. Calm down. So I take it back. This isn't easy to open. Alright, so I got that side done. Alright, you know what? I'm going to say this, it is not worth opening. Alright, so nothing's rattling around on the inside. So yeah, it looks like targeting the center is probably best. You in there. Okay, there's a crack. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, that's in. Alright, number 2. one in. Alright, so that's one in. Let's go with number 2. Oh, that moved. No, I shouldn't try to bend those pins. Oh, cripe. Okay, so now it's starting to give way. So yeah, breaking it at all 3 points. So 2, 3, and then up here seems to make it crack open. Doi. Ah, crap. Crap. And I just ruined it. Okay. So after that 20 minutes, I basically busted it. So it does look like it has actually been friction or sonic welded together. I don't know how to pronounce or call it since it's there. But yeah, it's definitely linked against these. Now, oh. So I would be putting something around this after doing all that, because yikes. That plastic is horribly deformed. But that is different. See, what I'm looking at here, those are just little clips. They're not. So I'm going to actually try to attach that back on when I'm done. So this capacitor, which was a question that was brought up before, I might be able to flatten that and just stick it back on again. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Actually, before we go on, and that's why you need to be careful, because I just tore off that bugger. BRB. I'm gonna pause. Okay, so that was completely nuts. I had to pull this whole thing out, and God, I wish I put money away and bought something better. I mean, holy hell, it's... Just need to leave it out to charge it up. Okay, so what I found out is LM158. So no idea what that is, and there's a little transistor attached to it. Now, the light has just... It is really bad right now here. I pulled these out to try to fix that, so you hold out for that one. But my assumption is this is just going to be a DC to DC converter. The main chip's under here, which has got a heatsink on it, and I'm not too interested in pulling... Oh no, there are two smaller chips under there. And they're both... They look like they're 8 pins. So these two caps are OK caps. Literally OK, letters O, the letter K, and then CAP. No idea about that brand, and there's two of those. Two inductors, some other jelly bean components on here, and that's how this one is put together. Now this one, I can't see a branding label on it. It could be down here somewhere, but I can't tell. The mini transformer 86MJ95B BMC-B8 space 9524. No idea what that is. Now as for these ICs, I will try to provide a better photo of them, but RT722DGS, and on the second line we have 5K8 1YFBAF1. Over here 4419 BL9H1D. That's this chip over here, which is the output to USB-C. No idea what this one is, but it's labelled as IC2. This one is IC1, and I'm using this light, so I don't know if you can actually... Oh, that's going to be bad. And then I believe the controller chip for the AC side is RT76768AE GS. Sorry, so the GS is on the second line. And then there's a space, and you've got 5HD1K. Okay, so you can see better now? Yes, good. So that last one I just called out is here. And I can't see any labeling for it, and the lighting has really gotten bad now, so the previous one is here. Don't know what that one is, and that's the first one I called out, I think. But this is IC1, IC2, your bridge rectifier. So this is the main. Anyway, I can't tell the branding of the capacitor, but I do see, and I'll see if I can get it into focus here. So you've got this little rectangle, this W, and it's probably hidden underneath this knot, so I can't get under there, which is just bleh. Oh, hello. You must be the start capacitor. I'll just put some light on there, see what I can see. So that hidden electrolytic HE, and then in between two columns I see an M, HE, and an M. 6.8 UF, 100 volts. As for this component here, I see K42A12N1 X on the bottom row, and then I see a 97 with a line underneath it and a colon in front of it. (105 degrees) for that electrolytic I was fiddling around with before. So I'm not too interested in taking off this here to try to get a better view at that capacitor, because I'm afraid of breaking it, weakening it. So yeah, that's about as far as I've been able to get into doing that. Alright then. Let's try to solve this problem. So as far as I can tell, this has been snapped in, pressed in. It's not a... Yep. So what I might be able to do to fix that is bend one of these up. Feed this back in again. Now this is dangerous. So if I put that upside down, get better stretch. See if I can lock that back in place. Oh, and if you're wondering, these tweezers, it's just something I picked off eBay, so here's the, yeah, not endorsement or anything, it's just the ones that I've been using. Oh god, this is fidgety. It's not exactly flat, so get it flat, it's better. So it doesn't look like it's compromised yet. Wow, this is incredibly fidgety. honestly don't think I'm going to get that back on somehow. Alright, I'm back. So, this is giving me something a little to also mention, that the way these work is it's raised around the corners, and then you've got these little two pins that effectively just link it together. Now to get that up, so to get it back on, it's going to have to be raised upwards, preferably without breaking the sides off. So they're vertical. And part of me is saying that I need to get a hobby box, cut it so I can fit that in it, fit this in it, and somehow mount this inside. Because right now finding it difficult to get this out. Yeah, I got a feeling I'm not going to be able to put this back together. Not in a satisfactory method. So this is yeah, this is sad. I broke it. Pretty much. Yeah, I broke it. Oops. Oops. Wow, that is some strong grip. So as far as I can tell, yeah, this is done. This is not going back together. Ouch. Yeah, bugger. Okay. I mean, the only way I'm going to get this back on is if I can get these 100% vertical. Looks like I'm getting there. God, this light's terrible. Nah, okay, so I'm not putting that back together. Shit. Christ. Ugh. I'm not putting this back together. That's just how it is. This... This sucks. So it looks like this was pulled out during soldering, but I'm not too fussed about that. That I'm a little fussed about. So these two legs were really close together and it's exposed a little bit down here. So these wires as they are fine. Yeah. So yeah, I've cut that up. This isn't going back together. Bugger. Bugger. Alright, so this power brick is going to be a part of another video. Alright. What do we got? Just slot you in here. Put you there. Put you there. So to start off with, no, I'm not just going to throw it out. I'm putting it into a hobby box. So I will be making another video specifically about resurrecting that soon, with any luck. Bugger. Total bugger. What do we got? So tweezers go back. That is just nasty. So the way this goes back together should be pretty easy. Oh, I need a screwdriver again. So, generally about it being easy to take apart, the Nintendo AC switch adapter, nope, it is not. Which means I get to make another dangerous video again. So yeah, there are a lot of differences. Using this, say, with a 12-volt battery bank or DIYing one, yeah, just feed it in through here, and I'd suggest probably making sure you had, what is it, like 14 volts lead acid battery is. Just make sure you constantly put that out. I scratch that, just... If you're good enough to be able to make and figure out this sort of stuff, you'd be able to do a lot better job than I am. This is just wrong. This is just utterly wrong. Okay, so all right. Serviceability of this thing for yourself. Kind of just give it an overview. First off, pulling it out like I did, the hacksaw is probably the kindest method to use. Although honestly wear a mask, I was pretty sort of coughing up for a while, and I've been kicking up dust in my flat for a while, just looking for things, which has not been, it's not been healthy for me. The serviceability of this, I really wouldn't count on it. If you believe this still works, this module here, definitely pull it apart and recover it. It looks like, as you can see, these stress marks, it's not just clipped together, but it is also friction welded, or somehow it's sealed. So you can't get into this normally, which is just bleh. Yeah. So if you get it to this point and you rip off one of these, you're most than likely not going to be able to get it back together, these things. At which point, hobby box it, which I'll be doing another video later on. And it looks like I might get away with doing that. I might, and I have an idea. But I'll try to pick myself up a reasonable sized hobby box. I will, however, keep this in here for the time being. So I didn't do any damage to it taking it out. But I'd honestly feel better if these had been soldered in, or but there is just right now no way for me to get this back as it was originally. So yeah, that is just that. Definitely well put together, far more than what I thought it was. As you could see initially, I wasn't putting as much pressure on there on this side, but on this side it was more just down and thunk. I'd recommend definitely using a vise for holding this, not just doing it willy-nilly like I was. I really like how this cable is detachable. I really do. I'm not going to get over that. But with that said, it's going to go on my pile of future videos, and I'll try to get back to that soon instead of later, because I don't want to have to drag this out, which means that's definitely not going to be taken to work. I do not intend to just simply throw it away and get rid of it. Not an endorsement for this product. As you can see, I've bent it up a little bit, and it's fine, but it is starting to come apart at the seams a little bit. Not as much as those. Those are terrible. Anyway, this has been a tear down and unfortunately semi-destruction of a Nintendo AC switch adapter. I will try to get the photos that I'll try to get some clear enough footage of those chips up close so you can see what they are. I couldn't find out what that large capacitor was, which is mainly what sort of comment that was made that was driving me a bit nuts. It's like, oh crap. Still can't find out what it is, so unfortunately it's a mystery. But yeah, this has been a teardown without a hacksaw and completely busted, still busted up the case, but yeah, don't pull these apart. Thanks for watching. Yibbity yibbita.